For as long as I can remember, movies, books, and lessons in school have always depicted the United States as the land of opportunity. The success of an individual in the Philippines would not be complete if he or she has not had a trip to America. So when I was given the opportunity to visit this country with my family, I went ahead and grabbed it. I entered the United States together with my husband, Alvin, and my two daughters, Ashley, 10 years old, and Guillen, 9 years old, as a tourist last May 8, 2006. Our intention of visiting New York is to attend the ordination of my youngest brother, Guillermo Catalan, into priesthood in St. Patrick's Cathedral in Manhattan last May 13, 2006. It was an honor to our family because he was the first Filipino who completed his vocation as a priest here in New York. Since this is our first time here in New York City, we were all eager to see the historical places, namely the Statue of Liberty, Rockefeller Center, and the rest not mentioned. We enjoy the busy life here in New York, particularly the atmosphere in Fifth Avenue, Manhattan. I am amazed by the transportation services here, of which I think the other states do not have, specifically the subway. The snow is something else that amazed me. During our stay here in the U.S., my husband, my two daughters, and me have the opportunity of visiting other places such as Virginia, Niagara Falls, Los Angeles, San Diego, Massachusetts, and some other nearby states. My two daughters were so happy to see Disneyland in LA and SeaWorld in San Diego. For them, it was truly a dream come true. When we arrived in New York, we stayed with my mother and my two sisters in the Bronx. Some of my siblings live in Connecticut, New Jersey, Virginia. I come from a family of 10, 7 boys and 3 girls, including me. When my father died last July 1999, my mother, who is 85 years old now, was diagnosed with having an Alzheimer's disease. Taking care of a loved one with Alzheimer's disease is not easy, especially if it is your mother. She needs a full-time caregiver, and it involves as many family members as possible. I wanted to be with her and to take care of her for the last few years of her life. I also wanted to ease the burden to my two sisters who have been supporting my family and me even until now. Based on my experiences and through the encouragement of my family, I decided to apply for a change of my tourist visa to a student visa. I went to an immigration lawyer before my tourist visa expires. The immigration lawyer advised me to inquire at CUNY, of which they referred me to Hunter College for their International English Language program. The process of converting my visitor visa to a student visa was very similar to the process I went through back in the Philippines when I first applied for a visitor visa. With the help of Ms. Laura Escato, Foreign Student Advisor of International English, I was granted an F1 visa, student visa, and F2 visa for my husband and my two daughters being my dependent. After completing the English language programs, Mrs. Escato suggested that I have to continue my education in order to retain my F1 student visa. I went ahead and inquired at the International Student Office of Hunter College. I met Ms. Iris Arayuin, Director of International Students Office. She was very accommodating and helped me facilitate the necessary requirements to further my education as an undergraduate student. I started as an undergraduate student last spring 2008. I intended to get a degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. I chose this course because nursing profession is in demand not only here in the U.S., but also in other countries. It will give me a greater chance to land a job and obtain an H-1 working visa. Relocating my family to give them a chance to feel the American way of living is truly a rewarding experience. Not only do I get the chance to advance my career and safeguard the future of my family, my children will also be exposed to a variety of choices that would help them be successful in the future. My two daughters had a chance to continue their studies in a Catholic school. I was granted a full scholarship for my two daughters for their tuition fees by a Children's Scholarship Foundation for 3 consecutive years. Right now, Ashley is 13 years old and in 7th grade, while Guillen is 12 years old and in 6th grade. I am so grateful that I am studying in this school, and this country is opening its doors to foreigners like me who are seeking new horizons in the land of endless opportunities.